Ladies and gentlemen, I am sitting at 5-14 on the season through simulation and through a few games here and there that I've actually taken the time to play. We're sitting at 5-14. The Warriors have as many losses as we do wins, and that's not all right at all. So what we're gonna do here is a trade episode, alright? We need some youth on this team. Deron Williams, this team in general is getting very, very old. Dirk is 37, Deron Williams is 31. Right now I'm targeting Dennis Schroeder. I want to keep this series realistic. I want to keep every Mygm that I do realistic. Now the Hawks were rumored to be trading Dennis Schroeder to the 76ers, and the actual rumor is in the offseason this trade is going to commence and Dennis Schroeder is going to be sent to the 76ers. That's the rumor. So I want to get my hands on this young point guard and have a point guard for the future. We can get rid of Deron Williams. I'm not worried about him because I can't really use him. I'm not good with him. Thiago Splitter, you can see his contract is 2 years, $15 or $16 million. So we're actually $17 million. We're going to be taking on that contract. Tim Hardaway Jr., that's not a bad piece. We can interject that youth. He's only 23, so he has some positives, some plus to him. He has great potential. I'm going to take this trade. I want them on my team. We're going to take on that contract, and then we're going to try, hopefully, just to get rid of it, because I do not want Thiago Splitter on this team at all. Okay, Thiago, we're going to get rid of you. Anderson Varejao, Avery Bradley, Austin Rivers, and Chuck Hayes. I mean, 1 year contracts for both of them, that's alright, but we can do better than that. I just want to get rid of this contract. I want to take something that's going to be positive to me and create some cap space this offseason, because the main goal right here is to go after a free agent small forward or a free agent superstar this summer. I want to compete this season, but I also want to have cap space saved up for next season and going into the offseason. Nikolai Pekovic, Andre Miller, no, his contract is way too much. Way too much. Okay, Portland has a trade exception. I believe they got it from the Cavaliers, if I'm not mistaken. So that would mean they could take on Thiago Splitter, we'd give them the second round pick, and we'd clear up all that cap space. $8 million gone. And if we want KD, if we want Kevin Durant this offseason, or any big superstar that we're going to target, we're going to have to get rid of this cap space. I do not want Thiago Splitter. So I think this is the trade that we're going to go through with. Take on this, I think he's a rookie. No, even if he's not a rookie, he's a young player probably, and his contract is not a lot, so he's just going to go to the wayside, sit on the bench, and we'll take it. I am perfectly fine with clearing up cap space and saving it for the summer. Let's just have the coach handle it. I'll go back through and adjust the roster as I go. So let's take a look at our cap space, the lookout for this offseason right now. Let's go to roster. Alright, so Dirk right here, he has a 1 year contract, $8.33 million. Chandler Parsons, he only has a 1 year contract. His contract's going to be up at the end of this year. Schroeder, we're going to have to re-sign. Hardaway Jr., depending on how he plays, we could re-sign him or let him go. So let's actually take an in-depth look at it one by one. Alright, that $8.33 million. Dirk could retire, so I'm not really too sure about that. The big contract on this team right now is Wesley Matthews. Parsons, all these players have 1 year contracts. Brea has a 4 year contract. Hardaway Jr. has a decent three-pointer. Pachulia, I believe he has a 1 year contract too. Yes, 1 year, 1 year. All these players have 1 year, which means at the end of the season we're only going to have like 6 players. So that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. But we still have some trades that we can make later on in the season. I still want to win. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap things up. Stay frosty. Remember, I love you. Leave comments down below with more trades.